Down Home Up Close is brought to you by...
When you walk into your home, the first thing you come in contact with is your floor. You want it to be reliable and stylish, and you want to be sure you have the right professionals to design and craft it. OC Rugs has you covered. They provide durable products that stand the test of time and custom designs that will fit your aesthetic and preferences. OC Rugs products are constructed to be stable and prevent skidding, so anyone, whether you're taking your first steps or it's your first time visiting, can feel confident getting around your home. OC Rugs features products from Cooper Family Floors, a mobile, family-owned business committed to providing quality floor service at affordable prices. Cooper Family Floors puts the needs of the customer first, always seeking to make each project better than the last. They provide luxury vinyl plank and laminate flooring, as well as carpet and pad, engineering wood, and tile. Cooper Family Floors has a combined 42 years of flooring experience and will put that wisdom to work for you without breaking the bank. Whether you need a new floor installed in your home or the right rug to complete your perfect design plan, OC Rugs and Cooper Family Floors will get the job done right. Visit OC Rugs at their Lancaster showroom, located at 1920 North I-35E, or visit their website at www.ocrug.com. For Cooper Family Floors, call 214-437-7424 or visit www.cooperfamilyfloors.com.
Waxahachie ISD is a growing school district that embraces innovative curriculum and teaching methods while still honoring our traditions of excellence. Our academic programs and exceptional teachers and staff allow every student to excel on every campus, every day. Waxahachie ISD's fine arts, athletic, career and technical education, and other extracurricular programs are respected throughout the state for their long histories of success. We are proud to be a vital part of the city of Waxahachie as we work hard each day to educate the next generation of our city's leaders. We are Hatchie Forever. Roll Tribe.
Hey Ellis County, this is Kevin Crouch with Ellis DownHome, and I'm here with Lane Grayson, County Commissioner Precinct 2. And I am usually known for my weather forecasts, but fortunately I have a forecast that's probably a little more reliable and easy to predict this morning, because I want to ask Mr. Grayson what the forecast is for Ellis County from our county government, and what the folks of this county can expect, what the priorities are of the Commissioner's Court and the different staff that make up our county government. So first of all, Lane, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
You bet, Kevin. Thanks for having me. Appreciate what you do and all your facets, all of the things that you do amongst our county. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for having me. The forecast for Ellis County is good. We've got lots of great things on the horizon. We are currently in the middle of some strategic planning for the county that's very exciting for us. We know that with the number of people that are continuing to move to our county each and every day, that there is a demand for services, there's a demand for properties, there's a demand for retail. So we are in the slings of it. We are working hard to make sure that we can provide those services. But it's amazing. We completed our census, this past year. 200,000 folks in Ellis County, and that's just an amazing number to think about. I remember when I was in high school, we'd driving across from Ennis to go to Midlothian. I always remember that city limit sign that said Midlothian 8,000. Mm-hmm. So just put that in perspective where we are today. Yeah. When you go through Midlothian, there's far more than 8,000 people there.
There sure is. There really is. And we're kind of coming off of a time in our lives that obviously we'll never forget, and that we weren't really that prepared for, but we did our best, to get through that. So coming off of a pandemic and the resulting economic downturn and all of the many different things that went into that and came out of it, what does growth or progress look like for the county coming out of that and kind of trying to get back to some sense of normalcy?
Yeah, so I don't know what normal is anymore. We've all adjusted how we act and react, how we gather, how we come together as a community. But let me just tell you this: the pandemic was something, like you said, we've never seen this. We never saw this coming. I remember back in March of 2020, we were faced with a decision right here in this very courtroom of what we do going forward, and it was a tough decision. But you know what? I'll tell you this: Texans are very resilient. Ellis County folks are even more resilient, because I'm going to tell you what has happened. As all of the whole state grows, our communities grow, we have a large amount of people leaving leaving the downtown areas, and they're coming to Ellis County. They're coming to Johnson County. They're coming to Kaufman County. All of these counties are experiencing exponential growth. So the challenge for us as local leaders is to make sure that we don't trip and fall with resources like security, our sheriff's office. We don't trip and fall and not provide justice in a timely manner. Those are very strong challenges that right now we are having a hard time to get there. But you know what? We have a plan, and when those plans are going forward. Matter of fact, in the next couple of weeks, you'll see our Commissioner's Court giving some more money to our District Attorney's Office so that we can expedite those cases and that folks can get a timely opportunity in court. You know, that's a constitutional guarantee, and we will do that. So those are some challenges, as well as keeping our jail. Unfortunately, when we have more than 200,000 people coming through our county, not all of them are perfect citizens. Those are some that will do things that threaten our personal property and person ourselves. So we want to make sure that security is in place. We want to make sure that the resources for our sheriff's departments in place. We want to make sure we have a justice system. Then all the other peripherals that come with that. Paying your taxes. We have a great veteran service officer just downstairs in this very court building. We want to take care of our veterans. We want to make sure that we have a standard of living that we expect. So I think we're working real hard to do that, even post-pandemic. I just want to say this, it's amazing what our citizens in our county and all of our prospective cities have done. There was no simple answer. Navigating our way through something we had no idea how it was going to affect us. But I'll tell you this, lots of independent business owners have just doubled down, and they're going to make it. And and matter of fact, but with a lot of the growth that's leaving the cities and coming down to our rural county, it looks good for them. It looks good on the horizon. I've talked to many business owners in my precinct and countywide, and number one, kudos to you. What a challenging time they had. But they're doing it and they're making it, and very proud to be a part of them, to work alongside them in any way that we can. But we did the best we could, and I think you're going to see a resiliency in these citizens that most folks don't get a chance to talk about, but I'm proud to.
That's excellent. And I know that when, generally, you watching, if you're an Ellis County resident, if you think about your county commissioner, usually you're thinking about roads. Yep. I know that that's kind of where the rubber meets the road in terms of, to excuse the pun there, but you know, you have so much growth, and I mean, even within the city of Waxahachie and within Ennis and Midlothian and all these other cities, it seems like there's just more construction than we can seem to keep up with. Yeah. So as far as the county, I know that the county has to keep up that growth too. Yeah. But yet the balance is that while you're keeping up with the new stuff, you have to maintain the old stuff. That's correct. And so for the folks that are kind of wondering how all that's going to work out, that see all these new neighborhoods going up and are wondering, when is my street gonna be improved? I've been here for 30 years or however long. So how does the county court, or the government rather, balance the maintenance as well as the new growth?
That's a great question, because in the county alone, we have over 900 miles of rural roadways, and that's a lot of miles to maintain. And each commissioner, and I'll just back up and tell you, you know, years ago, it was always, our positions were recognized as the road commissioner or the road and bridge guy, you know, however you want to look at it, because that is a significant part of my job. I spend at least 50, 60% of my time with our staff. We have 12 members of our road and bridge staff maintaining our portion of the county, of those 900 miles. And so each commissioner has a section of that we share. But you got a great question. Just because people are coming in doesn't mean we have to forsake what we've got to maintain, and that is a full-time job. And I've got 12 men at our county maintenance facility that'll tell you it's a full-time job, and we're always trying to improve operations and efficiencies just so that we can manage the growth that's coming in. So I'm glad you brought this topic up, because one of the things that I'm very proud of our precinct is we're one of the only county precincts that is pushing and to elevate the standard of roadways that we're building. So as most everybody knows, chip and seal roads is just about all the county can do. Mm-hmm. Those are rural roadways that take agribusiness, maybe have a low car count, maybe only 50 to 100 cars a day, as opposed to Main Street that might be upwards of 5,000 cars a day.
Right.
So they have to build a different standard. So they're in the much larger, higher numbers when it comes to building concrete or asphalt laydown. But anyway, so what we're trying to do in Precinct 2 is trying to carve out of our budget each and every year. And what we do is out of my 250 some odd miles of roadway, I try to manage at least 3 to 4 miles that I can possibly look for ways that we can afford an actual asphalt road. And that's something that's unheard of in county work. So most of our roads are chip and seal. We have gravel roads. We've got about 50 miles of gravel roads. And believe it or not, on the books, we still have some rural roadways that are still dirt. Mm-hmm. So, but those are going away by the day. Because as growth comes out there, it might have been just a ranch road that stopped in, and somebody's come in and chopped it up. Now it's a division. Now we have to improve the road, but it can't be for a tractor anymore. Now we've got mom and dad and kids and Amazon coming, and you know how that goes. And if Amazon's not coming down a rough gravel road or a dirt road, so you're right. We're always looking for ways to improve that. And one of the things we did early when I got here, I was sworn into office in 2015, and the one thing that I was first on my agenda was a thoroughfare plan. All of our municipalities spend the money to hire an engineer to bring in a thoroughfare plan, and that thoroughfare plan is so valuable. It allows us to connect with each municipality within us and around us, so that as we begin to make interconnecting roads, whether they're major roads or arterial roads or feeder roads, whatever those are, we now have a tool that we can share together, just much like the tools you use every day. There's a better set of tools and better technology to help us forecast a little bit better. And so that's exactly what we've done in this very room as your commissioners, is put together an engineering study to know which roads are of the most value, where the growth is coming, so that as we meet cities coming out, as they sprawl out, we can meet them with the best standard of road that we can as a county, and that's always a challenge.
Perfect. Well, I know that we have a lot of new folks, as we've talked about, coming into the county, and you've got folks that are younger like myself that may not have ever interacted with the Commissioner's Court. So you talked about how the roads are about 50 to 60% of your job. What makes up the rest of that? What is the responsibility of a county commissioner?
That's a great question. In our state, we have 254 counties, and we're all designed the same. Ellis County was established was organized in 1849. And then our first county commissioners court was in 1850. Mm-hmm. But since that very time, every county has 4 commissioners, and we represent a segment of the county, and we're elected by that segment of the county, and then we presided over with a county judge. So that is your county commissioners court. Every county within our state, all 254 of them, whether it's Dallas County, Ellis County, or Navarre County, we all operate in the same capacity. Our job is to, number one, set a tax rate. Mm-hmm. So everybody gets upset with how much taxes they pay. It's not always the tax rate setters. Mm-hmm. It might be the evaluation of your home, because last year it might have only been worth $150,000. Well, this year it's probably worth $250,000. Mm-hmm. So we set a tax rate, we maintain a budget, and then the rest of the time we spend taking care of contracts with the county, maintaining our jail, maintaining our justice system, and then all the peripherals to collecting taxes and so forth. So that's the other part of our job. And then communication, making sure that our citizens have the ability to know who their county commissioners are, where they get their services at, and how we provide those services. And what's interesting about a county, I had a student ask me one time, well, why is there so many counties in the state? That's 254. That seems to be a lot. And they were looking at a map, and you notice that you get up into the panhandle out west, they're all kind of square and neat.
Yeah.
So our founding fathers had this great idea. We're going to place a place of local government, and that's where I've really enjoyed serving, because you want to talk about rubber meeting the road. I'm an elected official, and I appreciate that. But I don't get to go to Austin and spend time away, or go to D.C. and spend time away. I'm going to see my constituents at church, at the restaurant. As a matter of fact, quite a few of the restaurants. Let me see if I can keep the shirt down.
I hear you.
But we see them all the time. So it's neat to have this opportunity to serve where I'm actually that accessible and available. So, but anyway, the story about 254 counties, as our founding fathers, when we were designing the state, wanted to make sure that anybody that needed local government services, in whatever community they lived in, they were one day's horse ride away from the county courthouse.
Wow.
So what's interesting about that, this very courthouse is only one horse ride away from as far as you can get in the southeast corner of Ellis County, Alma, Texas. You could get from Alma on horseback to this county court in one day and tend to your business. And that's what's unique about county government. We are the first line, the first opportunity, just like during the pandemic. It was our decision to make a choice to see how we were going to react to something that we had no idea about. But they knew where we were. They knew how to come to us. They knew how to reach out to us and say, what do we do now? And you know what? I take that opportunity very, very serious. When I decided to run for office, I wanted to run because I lived in that community for over 40 years. When I ride to my office, I pass my elementary school, I pass my high school, I pass the place of business that I was in for more than 20 years. And the people that come in the door and want services from me, they either coached me, they might have taught me in Sunday school. Heck, some of them even spanked me. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But you know what an honor it is to give back to those folks that raised me in the community. So that's what I like about local government. That's why I'm interested in this position, and that's why I will continue to serve as long as those folks will continue to have me. It's been a lot of fun.
Wonderful. Well, Lane, I really appreciate you sitting down with us, and I hope that you all have learned something from this and that you kind of understand a little bit better what to expect from your county government, not only this year, but in the future. Make sure that you're in contact with your commissioners, that you know who that is. The county website has maps and things where you can kind of locate where you are and then figure out who your commissioner is. And make sure that you're in contact with that person so that if you do have a road issue or whatever the case may be, you have questions about county government, that person can answer those things for you. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.